Back in we go. So we're down 1 for the arena, which would be troublesome if the arena wasn't, like, pretty simple for the most part. I have an Elgato capture card.
So,
You just plug the HDMI output into it. It connects to your computer via USB.
Yeah.
You can send the output to any program you want.
Then now is the time to awaken the true power as an adept rogue.
You can also theoretically just like stream straight from the PS4. Like it's got its own streaming apps. Like you can go to Twitch and have a chat overlay and everything. I think I've never used it, but apparently it's decent at least.
All you need to do is complete a special quest.
Higher class
I know that
jobs, huh?
already. It's been so long, I'd forgotten about it.
Long time, huh? Please, you don't have to say it.
Say what?
Huh?
I know.
Yeah, and Terrace is pretty
Know
cool.
all about it, kid. You don't have to tell me.
I really like his
already
sandals.
know
They
about
add
1
like
or
a foot
2
to
or
his
3
height.
or 4 of your old immature memories.
That's too damn many. How many have you got? Besides, I don't have any old immature
I've
memories.
never been immature.
Don't be shy now. Anyway, gather information from mails and forums. Then
Oh,
go
that's
to the
what I do
quest
best,
shop.
reading emails.
Then, accept the special quest.
Fine.
If you took off his shoes, he would be like Haseo's chest.
I need all the power I can get.
Alright, so do we get to log out and check our email or something again? Looks like we do. Could you imagine having Haseo on your friends list and just seeing him repeatedly logging in and out? I don't think there's anything on the official forum, really. No, a Q&A with Gabi. Oh, Gabi is actually replying in the forum. What's he talking about? How should I go about running a big guild? Get lots of members. Where do I need to go to get a weapon like that? Effort and guts. I'll tell you, Gabi. Pretty great. What do you think is the best way to save money? Don't use it. The Curry Ranger? What is the Curry Ranger? Oh, that's interesting. Hey, Mecha Grunny, how you doing, man? So we got some mails and we got an important update in the community forum. Job extension. Must be an adept rogue, must be at least level 20, and you must attempt it alone. Well, I can do all of those things. Alright, so I think it was the world. Job extension, also a confusing event. Bring me the offering after that. Nothing, couldn't get it out of my mind. Fake. Maybe you were imagining it. It's fake. More details. Now let's get some more details. I don't actually even... I imagine you would still get the area words if you picked one of the other ones, but I don't know. Yep, job extension events. So to obtain our second form, it's an adept rogue thing. Yeah, man, you pick the class where you have to wait for an event to happen to be able to actually, like, upgrade your class. So, yeah, just some conversation here. Not gonna read all of it. Basically, we need to do a quest and unlock our second job, pretty much. The mainstay of the adept rogue is that they can use multiple different weapon types, but we've pretty much only been limited to twin blades for the time being. Obviously, at some point, Haseo was able to wield a broadsword and a scythe as well, but now we're going to be able to actually get one of those. And rogue apologists are back. Alright, so we should be able to just head on over here. Take the quest. We are level 20. With basically minimal grinding. So I'm pretty sure we are, aren't we? Like 20... 23, okay, yeah. Got a few levels above. So, job extension event. Bring back the symbol, improve your strength.
Oh.
Having power is the same thing as being powerless. Okay. Pulsating unlimited metal doll.
Oh.
That certainly is a combination of words.
How's that?
Alright, well, we know what we need to do, and we get to do it alone. The Trinity of Edge, the perfect Trinity. You may have thought it was DPS tank healer, but no. Dual swords, giant chainsaw blades, and scythes. Alright, so that's level 22. False advertising, they said it was level 20. The puzzle of the Spiral Labyrinth. Now, where does that sound familiar then? Transport from the center of the spiral. So apparently this dungeon has the same layout as that one that Antares made us go to. It's not to make things simple, but we could have figured it out on our own if we're being completely honest. So I think we needed to go, was it south here, or was it just to the left? I think it was actually to the left. I'm not going to fight these things because we're alone, and that would make it take a little while. We're already above level for this place anyway, so. So essentially this is just going to be a bunch of walking. Thanks, Antares, for not sending me mail, but having sent me mail before. Do I have any smoke screens? I don't actually know if I do or not. I didn't take any. Oh, I do. Okay. I didn't take any from Adelaide last time we were out. I've never played Ragnarok online. I've heard of it, but that's the name is about all I know. It's not something I ever really followed. My MMO experience is somewhat limited. I played like a handful of free MMOs kind of off and on. I played Guild Wars 1 for a long time, like years. Thousands of hours of playtime on it, and we did pretty much everything there was to do. Pretty much played it from when I was in high school until Guild Wars 2 came out. Basically non-stop. Saw like all of the expansions come and go. There was a lot that I liked about Guild Wars. It was kind of, it did sort of the same thing that Guild Wars 2 did, and sort of like touting that, oh, we're not like all of the other MMOs, we do some things differently. Stuff like, you know, a level cap of 20 and all that stuff. And there was a lot that I liked about Guild Wars, and then we were all really excited for Guild Wars 2, and then none of us liked it. Right, so we need to head to the center here. Well, we played Guild Wars 2 for a while. I mean, I got a couple characters to level 80, but like we just got bored with it by the time, I mean, we played it on release. I think it was about the time there was like fractals was a thing. And like shortly after that, we kind of all got tired of it and then just never went back to it. Apparently it's completely different now. And there was a big microtransaction scandal with them recently. Essentially random chance loot boxes, so that's good.
All right, I cleared it. Time to go back to the quest shop.
We did it. We also got a weapon. Level 23. Well, it's better than what we got. Yeah, I kind of agree. I wasn't really into Guild Wars 2. As I have said. And then I started playing Final Fantasy XIV just kind of on a whim. Like, I don't know, I feel like trying a free trial of an MMO. So I played it for a bit and ended up kind of liking it, and now I just play it forever all the time. And it's ruined my life. No, it's not that bad. Yeah, for mount skins, that's all it is. The thing about Final Fantasy XIV is that it starts very slow. Like, it's very much, you play it just kind of as a game for the story for the first, I don't know, 100 hours, essentially, until you, like, complete the main story. It's really the end game stuff where, like, the combat gets good, but the combat is, like, really slow when you start out because you just have, like, basically no skills, and your GCD is, like, 3 seconds, your global cooldown. So the combat feels a lot slower than something like Guild Wars 2 or WoW, especially when you don't have, like, things to weave in between. But, you know, obviously I think the combat picks up once you get to a certain point. So I think it's worth sticking with it. I do think the end game is pretty good. It's structured a little differently than a lot of other games. Like, essentially, there's only, like, 4 end game, like, raid fights with 8 people sort of thing. I'm not going to get all into it here, and it's not really within the scope of .hack, but, I mean, if you're interested, I think it's worth looking into. I play it a lot, and it definitely helps if you, like, know people to play it with, as most MMOs go. Oh, see you, Barb. Oh man, new face tattoos. That's how we know we're serious. So this armor I like decidedly better than pretty much every other form that Haseo gets. I really like this look a lot better. Also like how this just happened in town and everyone's walking around. You put more clothes on, it's amazing. And check it out, now we get to use our own chainsaw broadswords.
It seems you've become more of a man.
Yeah, that's how that works. I completed a quest. Now I'm a man.
Why did you bother to teach me all that anyway?
Yeah, the final form is pretty good.
I suppose I was feeling...
But I think this is better, definitely better than the first, but I also think this is better than the third. Alright, well, now we've powered up. Also leveled up, so that's nice. Okay, so let's check out what we got. So now you can see we are just automatically equipped with the broadsword, so it doesn't look like they carried over a thing from the later games where you could like pick a broadsword and like a twin swords or whatever, and you can just like switch between them that way. So I don't actually remember exactly how the switching works in this game. So you can see, like, we can pick between our stuff here, but then if we go into equipment and do broadsword, now we have just Tiger Blitz. So yeah, it doesn't look like they carried over that, like, quick change system from... it's locked behind third form? Okay. Well, that sucks, because that was a lot of fun to be able to, like, quick change. Yeah, so right now in this volume, every time you want to switch weapons, you have to pause and go into the equipment and put on the broadsword, and it really sucks. The quick change feature is like way better, but oh well. I guess we work with what we have. So let's get back in our element here and check some emails. Hey, Mechagranny. Right, first round of the tournament. So in the Demon Palace, Team Haseo, leader Haseo. Only one target. Cute that they named their team.
Time to fight Bordeaux's team.
So this is kind of how the
Guess I should
structure of the
register
game is
first.
going to work for quite a while. We essentially do some side stuff, some plot happens, and then like the next tournament fight. And then like, you know, once you do that fight, obviously we'll have settled things more or less with Bordeaux. So then we can move on to the next thing, and that's basically how it's going to work, like up till the very end, which I think works quite well. I can see if there's more information on that one quest. Oh boy, I've got a lot of replies. Heartless starting pilgrim. I've lost all my confidence. Yeah, that is kind of another thing about the levels of like Bordeaux and all of them, that you just kind of have to, again, I think I mentioned it before, but you know, suspension of disbelief. The answer to everything is, it's a video game. One of those things that I try not to like poke holes in every little thing, because if you really wanted to, you could poke holes in like basically everything in this game, but then at that point I'm not really having fun, right? So
Since Syllabus and Gaspard can't come with me, it'll be Adelie and myself.
yep, so all that trouble to get 3 members for the arena, and we're going to enter the first round with 2. Before we do that though, I think we will go to a Heartless starting pilgrim here. I don't remember if we can, I don't think we can do this with people. It's level 21 though, so we're above everything. Exactly, anime. So maybe we can also get in a fight here and check out the Broadsword in an environment that is not the tournament. If there are even any encounters here. Come on, kick the mushroom, there you go. Get the health drink from the mushroom. One thing I'm also enjoying at this point in the game is not having to collect a million Gem Spheres all the time. So I don't guess there actually are. I think there's an encounter in here though, now that I think about it, so maybe we'll get to see it after all. So this looks like it's a continuation of that one quest we got marked with the Mark of Offering. Probably more than 100. Was it breaking up for a minute? I don't know, it might just be a Twitch thing, I don't know. I have a noise gate set, but it's not that strict. I don't imagine it would cut out like in the middle of my voice or anything. Yeah, it's a big game. There's quite a lot to download. We're gonna have like a The Sorrow situation? Are we gonna be teleported to the river while we see all the people we've killed?
Go.
Go now, corpses.
Let's get going!
So I'm also interested to see if the Broadsword trick still works in this game. So the Broadsword attacks are like really slow. We've also got it looks like some kind of a poison counter here, so that's fun. Do I have like a customization to prevent poisoning? I don't know if that like, oh, can't customize during battle. That's cool. So Broadsword attacks are pretty slow, as you can see. But there's kind of a trick you can do to, if you essentially like hold guard while swinging, you can just attack over and over like this, and it's a lot faster. It's kind of doesn't quite work when we're getting like poison countered, but it's really the best way to go. It's like the most damage per second with the Broadsword. All these charge attacks are getting annoying. We can sort of just keep knocking him back here. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that was. Got some health drinks, I might as well use them. Oh boy, that doesn't heal that much, does it? I might also, well, probably do want to keep the Broadsword because we're getting countered so much. So we can just get in like one big powerful hit every so often. I need to heal up again. I don't have any better health items, so health drinks are all I've got. Again, I don't remember if you could actually do this with other people or not, but I didn't want to like waste the time, you know? Boy, that hurts a lot. heal up a bit. Yeah, I think they're trying to leech my health is what they're doing with that. There we go. So that's basically how it works in action.
That's that, I guess.
Yeah, it's guard canceling, basically. Alright, well, that's that. I don't know how much I'm going to follow this quest to the end. This quest essentially culminates in, like, the super bosses for each volume. And I don't know, I haven't done that in long enough that I would probably forget how all of that works. Seb. Alright, well, that's that. Go ahead and save, and we're basically ready to tackle the arena now. There's not really anything else outstanding. So we just got to invite Adelie, our only party member. And she warps here just in time for me to go to Luminacloth. Just see what kind of equipment she's got on her. Level 1 staff. I guess I could go buy some stuff. It might be worthwhile. It won't take super long. Yep, I mean, that's Twitch for you. If you feel like you're too far behind, pretty much all I can say is refresh. I've not been dropping any frames or anything like that. My preview is still 1-to-1 with what's going on, so... I don't actually even remember, like, what level Bordeaux and them are at. So I don't remember if it's actually the magic shop. Might want to come in here anyway, just to... health drinks and stuff. Healing serums. Might need a few of those at some point, but we'll hold off for now and just kind of use money on stuff. So this is where we can actually, like, learn skills and stuff, which is pretty nice. It might be a good idea to, like, teach Haseo Rep or something, but again, I'm not really gonna spend too much money. These are all, like, attack skills. Thankfully, you can read what those does instead of just Gonbolg. 7 the app, yeah. Comes with the territory of the phones, I guess. Might not even be able to, like, keep up with the bandwidth too much on a phone, especially if you're, like, on a actual, like, cellular connection and not Wi-Fi or whatever. Alright, so that's all worse than what we've got. That's all worse. This is better at level 15, so we'll go ahead and buy that for her. And we'll also just look at armor real quick. So she's got the best we can buy there. Alright, now we can actually get started. All that maintenance you always have to do. Congrats, here's a staff. I still think the whole, like, gifting them, I kind of also wish they had done something about that, like, made you able to actually equip your characters just from the menu. And also, if it was me, I would make it to where the characters will, if you haven't given them anything, like any equipment in a while, they would eventually just buy their own stuff. Just like the basic, you know, like store-bought weapons and items at least. Weapons and armor, I mean. Alright, let's take part in the first round of the tournament.
First round fight!
Yeah.
Haseo, your character is different somehow, isn't it?
Oh, you noticed?
It's a job extension. It won't make up for not having a third person, but it should help with our chances for victory.
Let's do it!
That would be nice if they did do that in Volume 2, but I don't remember ever hearing that anywhere. Unless I just missed it.
Not much longer now. The spectator seats are filled up. It really feels different when you're about to fight an official match in front of an audience.
Syllabus was going to be our third.
Can we win?
But since Gaspard had his depression episode, he's going to stay, and he's also kind of feeling down about it.
Yes. What?
If they do that too, that would be super nice, because that's like the one thing I'm guilty of, or one thing that I'm guilty of, is not like buying them new stuff all the time.
I wonder if Syllabus and Gaspard will come to watch us.
They will, I'm sure. So, gotta put on a fight we won't be ashamed of.
I'll do my best.
Aseo, master of pep talks. So I think we should be able to... Yeah, okay, so they're... Oh, okay, they outlevel us a little bit, but that's not that bad. We should be fine. It's not like it's super difficult. And again, if we run into problems, we can just go level a bit.
Hey, the match is about to start.
So he did forfeit the match after all.
Oh, I just noticed she's got a chim chim on that, the back of that backpack there.
Than I figured. Didn't think he'd get a job extension.
Didn't think he'd do the thing that makes his character stronger and is basically required.
Today's commentator is... We're pleased to have Kestrel
Gabi, hey, what's up, man?
Gabi here. Ha, perfect weather for a picnic.
Sure, dude.
Now then, what do you think will be the highlight for the upcoming match? How long do you think the newcomer Team Aseo can last against Team Bordeaux? Today's Bordeaux is a very good woman.
What does that mean?
Anyway, it seems that Team Haseo is already down by 1.
Oh, I'm also starting with a broadsword, which I guess we can use. Since we know about guard canceling, it's probably the best way to go, actually. Yeah, we're not doing that much damage.
Ogre sword!
Whoop. Okay, that was interesting. We can try the Twin Blades just to see how it does, if it does any better. This is what we want. Actually, yeah, it looks like overall it'll be doing more damage. This is also a pretty neat way to finish. Also like hearing other people say Gale Blade. Oh right, items aren't allowed. I should probably cancel this then so Adelaide can get some breathing room. Well, okay, we might actually need to get a level here. It's just a little tricky with there being, they both went after Adelaide, so there wasn't really much I could do about it. Well, at least we can get an awakening. Maybe this will be enough damage to finish it. Okay, well, enough to get to the cutscene at least.
Was that it? Take that!
That could also be like the other strategy, just kind of play defensive and keep getting Rengekis until you can fill your morale gauge.
Is this the end?
Hey now, little Haseo. What's wrong? You're finished already? Come on, let's go. What's the matter? Try and say something, huh?
No. I can't be finished. They're all counting on me. If I lose here, then I won't be able
When
to
you're like
protect
blocking
anyone.
the arts or whatever, you're pretty much locked in or you'll take damage. I don't even know if you have
Not
time to drop your
Gaspard.
guard or not.
Not Adelaide. Not Shino. I swear, I am going to kill you with my own hands. And Endrance, And Tri-Edge?
I have found you!
Come to me. Come on. Come on. Come on! It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here!
What the? Hey! What are you doing?
No. No, it's not right, Haseo. Do not do this.
Stop right now! Haseo! Say goodbye. What was that skill?
Instant death?
It's over. He's the second coming of Entrance.
So that's how we summon our avatar and used it immediately to kill people who didn't deserve it. Fantastic. People that were asking if you didn't see before, Entrance is the current Arena Emperor. He's the one that also has the power of an avatar, but basically Haseo hates him because Entrance said that he could never win and that he sucked. So now that's like his mortal enemy.
The match was decided in an instant. Now that it's come to this, we would love to see him fight against the Emperor.
Well, they've talked a lot about avatars being the fact that they are like this all-terrifying power that we should never use, and it's the same power that like sent Haseo's friend Shino into a coma, and the same power that Tri-Edge uses and that sort of stuff. So essentially, it's super dangerous.
Welcome to the world.
I mean, I've been here a while, but